Hey everyone, my name is Rafael Alietti. This is my final class, along with all you guys. It's the Capstone Project. So, what motivates me to excel in the sports management industry? Well, I think it's just the fact that sports have just been part of me since I can remember. Probably for the last, and given my age, it's been 40 years that I've been following sports in depth. It's something that I think about every single day of the week. Almost every minute of the day, I'm always thinking about sports and my relationship to sports. So I think it's just something where it's a question of just following my passions and what I love to do, and sports is a big part of that. As for my top two goals for the future, I'd like to be able to own my own business, and I think I want to be self-sufficient. I think those are, while they're two separate goals, they are, contained with one and the same. I think obviously we'd all want to be self-sufficient, but I think owning your own business is, part of that self-sufficiency. So, again, I look at them as two separate goals, because owning your own business, you can certainly do that and be dependent on others, and then being self-sufficient as a result of your business is an amazing thing as well. What area of the industry am I most passionate about, and why? When I started this, was really passionate about the idea of being a general manager for a professional sports franchise. I think it suits my talents in the best way, and it allows me to do quick analytics or analysis of things by taking in a whole bunch of information. What seems to be one of my strong points is being able to take a lot of information at once and make quick decisions. But as I've kind of gone on, I've sort of transitioned a bit. Video games have always been another one of my passions, and I've kind of gotten a lot into the esports market. I've developed my own Twitch channel, made affiliate status, which was nice, and I've been broadcasting for the last 2 months. Obviously, there hasn't been much in the sports realm, so I've been doing some broadcasting in politics, relationships, mental health, and a few other fields. But I am planning to have a buddy of mine come on my show, and we'll be talking about the upcoming cycling season. So cycling's always been a passion. It's part of being, I think, me being a Belgian citizen and, being part Belgian, it's in your blood. It's, for the analogous event would be, Texas football, for example, would be very analogous to the same kind of passion that, us Belgians have about cycling. So, like I said, I think right now it's just esports and getting involved, and I'm going to try, if I can, and, if everything works out, I'm going to try to do my capstone project on the transitioning from the cable industry for sports into the streaming services like Twitch, and, determine the timelines, and also look at, this marketing strategies, or the strategies to get into that market, and how to bring the big players into the streaming market, to sort of show them that, streaming in the interactive process of streaming has huge value going forward, and that the traditional television model, or even the traditional streaming model that we first saw with things like Netflix, while they have value, they aren't the end goal. They're sort of like a first step for the transition from cable television to streaming. And then, going forward, the next step is going to be going from cable television and or streaming into interactive chatting within the stream, and all the features, for example, you may find on Twitch or other, streaming platforms that people use today. So I think that's going to be a big, it's already undergoing, clearly, because people are already looking at it, but I think it's right now something that needs to be looked at in greater detail, and to see how big companies like ESPN and the like will transition into a more interactive streaming platform.